Want to know the real difference between fake and genuine elegance? It's not just about your outfit or the price tag. It's all in the tiny, often overlooked details that give it away. These subtle cues can make you look refined or, well, try hard. Stick around because we're diving deep into the micro signals that separate the truly elegant from those who are just faking it. These tiny cues can make or break that polished, effortless vibe you're going for. Trust me, by the end, you'll see elegance in a whole new light. Number 1. The way you hold your bag. Okay, let's start with one of the most subtle yet telling details of real versus fake elegance: how you hold your bag. You might think it's no big deal, right? But trust me, it's a game changer. Picture this. You're walking into a room and you've got that shiny new bag on your arm. Now, what's your instinct? If you're gripping it like it's about to be stolen and making sure the logo is facing the world like you're trying to get a sponsorship deal, well, guess what? That's a dead giveaway that you're faking elegance. This is trying too hard territory. It screams, "I'm here to show off," rather than "I belong here naturally." Fake elegance is clutching your bag for dear life, not because it's comfortable, but because you want everyone to know it's expensive. The logo is always visible, practically shouting at everyone, "Look at me, I've arrived." Now let's talk about real elegance. That bag, you carry it like it's an extension of yourself. Take a page from someone like Charlotte Casiraghi, Princess of Monaco. She carries her bags with a nonchalant grace, no death grip, no logo obsession. It's just there as part of her effortless style. There's ease, comfort, and no drama. Next time you pick up your bag, think about it. Are you holding it like you're competing in a who's got the best bag contest? Or are you wearing it like it's just part of you? Number 2, the money walk versus the try-hard stride. Let's talk about the way you walk. I'm not talking about just the heels clicking on the floor, though that can be a giveaway too, but about how you move as a whole. Fake elegance is all about overthinking it. You see that stiff posture, the way their arms are held rigid, their shoulders too straight. It's like they're afraid to look too relaxed. But real elegance is all about fluidity. Number 3, the sound test. All right, let's talk about something you've probably never considered: the sound of elegance. When someone is trying too hard, you can hear it from a mile away. Her movements are so refined that you barely notice them at all. No loud jewelry or harsh footsteps, just the sound of grace. Real elegance is subtle, almost as if it's part of the air itself. It speaks volumes, but only when you stop trying to force it. Number 4, the subtle, unbranded status indicator. We've all seen it: someone rocking an outfit or a bag that's clearly trying to shout about how unbranded it is. You know the person who wears a perfectly plain, minimalistic outfit, but somehow wants you to know that they're wearing the right unbranded pieces to prove just how high-end they are. It's like they're trying to make the point, "Look, I'm so chic, I don't need a logo." But here's the thing, that is a sign of fake elegance. It's still about showing off, just in a subtler, more I don't care kind of way. The reality? Real elegance never tries to show off. It's about wearing what fits you and exuding confidence, not about proving your status. Take Meghan Markle, for example. She doesn't need logos to be recognized as elegant. She can throw on something simple like a pair of classic jeans and a tailored blazer, and still exude sophistication. It's not about the brand, it's about how she wears it. That effortless chic, that's what real elegance looks like. Understated yet still luxurious. It's all about the vibe, not the label. So whenever you are picking out an outfit, ask yourself this: are you reaching for something to flex the brand, or are you confident enough to just wear it? Logo or not, it's all about the vibe you give off, not the logo you're flashing. Number 5, grooming cues most people overlook. Fake elegance often comes across in an overdone way. You know the look: brows so sculpted they could double as a weapon, hair so perfectly styled it looks like it belongs in a shampoo commercial, and nails that are so trendy they could be a Pinterest board in themselves. It's as if they're trying to prove something by being too perfect. But real elegance? It's about simplicity and subtlety. Think Audrey Hepburn. Her brows weren't razor sharp, they were soft and natural. Her hair, always chic but never overstyled. And her nails? Always neat, never screaming for attention. Audrey had this magical ability to look polished without looking like she'd spent hours in front of a mirror. Grooming isn't about chasing every beauty trend that comes your way. It's about finding what works for you and sticking to it, whether that's a signature hairstyle, a particular scent, or just a simple, understated look that feels true to you. Elegance is in the details, and those details should feel effortless, not forced. True elegance never tries too hard, it just is. Number 6, social interaction. All right, here's the toughest truth of all. How you handle yourself in conversation says a lot about your true elegance. Fake elegance often manifests as someone who dominates every discussion. You know the type, the one who turns every conversation into a personal highlight reel. They're always talking about their latest achievements, their exotic vacations, or their perfect life. They drop names, brag, and somehow make it all sound like humble bragging. But real elegance, it's about knowing when to speak and, more importantly, when to stay quiet. Elegance isn't about forcing yourself into the spotlight. It's about allowing others to shine. It's about gracefully navigating conversations, making others feel valued, and knowing when to listen instead of talk. Real elegance doesn't need to shout to be heard. It makes its mark by being genuinely present in the moment and drawing people in through quiet confidence. Think Grace Kelly, always poised, always a listener, and always letting others speak. She didn't need to talk about herself to be unforgettable. Her elegance came from her ability to make others feel at ease, heard, and important. Her silence spoke volumes. So next time you're in a conversation, try this. Instead of jumping in with your own story, ask more questions, listen with intent, and make the people around you feel seen. Real elegance is never about the loudest outfits, the fanciest labels, or the longest list of achievements. It doesn't rely on excess or extravagance to make an impression, nor does it scream for attention in an obvious way. Instead, true elegance lies in the details. The tiny, often unnoticed elements that create an overall aura of grace and sophistication. It is in the way you carry yourself, the way you move through a space, the way you engage with others, and even in the way you remain silent when necessary. These are the micro-signals that reveal true refinement. When you see someone who embodies real elegance, it's not just about their clothes or accessories, but the entire essence of their presence. Their posture is relaxed yet poised. Their walk is fluid and unhurried. Their speech is measured and thoughtful. They don't fidget nervously or demand attention. Instead, their quiet confidence naturally draws people in. They never feel the need to prove their sophistication because it emanates effortlessly from their demeanor. Unlike those who attempt to fake elegance by overcompensating, whether through excessive branding, overly rigid body language, or an over-the-top rehearsed sense of poise, those with genuine elegance understand that less is more. They don't need to wear the flashiest designer labels or constantly remind others of their wealth or status. They choose quality over quantity, refinement over ostentation, and simplicity over showiness. Their style is timeless rather than trend-driven, and their confidence comes from within rather than from external validation. Perhaps one of the most defining characteristics of real elegance is the ability to make others feel at ease. An elegant person is never overbearing or self-absorbed. They listen more than they speak, engage in meaningful conversations, and know the value of thoughtful silence. They don't interrupt, boast, or seek to dominate social interactions. Instead, they create a warm and inviting atmosphere, making those around them feel valued and respected. Even in the way they present themselves, elegance is never forced. Their grooming is always polished but never overdone. Their hair is neat, their skin glows with health rather than layers of makeup, and their nails are simple yet well-maintained. They are not constantly adjusting their outfits, flipping their hair for attention, or anxiously checking their reflection. They exude a sense of self-assuredness that speaks volumes without saying a word. Elegance is not about perfection, it is about presence. It is about carrying yourself with quiet dignity, moving with grace, and embracing a sense of effortless refinement. It is about knowing who you are and never feeling the need to prove yourself to anyone. When you strip away the distractions, the logos, the forced mannerisms, and the desire to impress, what remains is true, timeless elegance. So now that you know the microsignals of real elegance versus fake elegance, it's time for a little self-reflection. Are you embracing elegance in all those tiny details, allowing it to become second nature? Or are you simply trying to look elegant, focusing on surface-level aesthetics rather than the deeper essence of grace? True elegance is not something you put on like an outfit. It's something you cultivate from within, a way of being that transcends trends and time. Let me know what you think in the comments, and feel free to share any small but significant details that you've noticed scream real elegance. Your insights may help others on their journey to refinement. Catch you in the next video, where we'll dive even deeper into the world of sophistication, poise, and timeless style. Until then, stay graceful, ladies.